Hello and welcome to Cherry Hills. We are the beginning of a nice looking day. Can just see that it's just before 6 AM. It's a nice sunny day in Cherry Hills, and basically it's time to get seeding. It is that time of year, as it were, when we need to seed. Though it says winter up there, ignore that. It's time to seed. So, we need to find... Where the hell did I park it? The big bud. Oh, I know where I parked it. I actually parked it by the field. So, I'm going to just hop into the Land Rover and head over to the field. And... head over there. So yeah, we are going to get all the fields done actually. We have two big bud cedar rigs, and pretty sure one's down here, one's up top part of the farm. So let's go grab a cedar, and we're going to nip across this field actually. We're not cutting the grass on here anyway today, so fine. And we are going to nip across here. And there should be a cedar over here. We've got a lot of equipment parked over here. Some of it pretty important and stuff we're going to be using today. So let me just grab this big guy. This big guy is going to do this field. Crazy driving. So, what are we going to do? Well, field 2, I'm going to start off now. Biggest field, we're going to use one seeder for this. This one seeder is going to basically do the entire field. We're going to start it over at this far corner, and we are going to, I think I am going to basically have it plant. Well, it planted spelt last time. I think I'm just going to check my store. Let's see what we've got in the store. Well, we've got a lot of pretty much everything. But I'm just thinking one of the things we don't have a lot of. What's this one? That one. What are those? This guy. So we're going to find this guy. So we're going to do this good course play. Let's set this up. So we're on field 2. So using the user field there. We are starting in the southwest corner. We are heading north, and this field needs 2 headlands. So there we go. And we have a starting point there. Now we're not doing this with 2 seeders. We could take half the time, but there's no fun there. What we're going to do is we're going to use 2 seeders on one of the other fields. So I am going to set this going. First Waypoint, good drive course, and say goodbye to the big bud. So that guy's going to go and do that field. I want to get quite a few fields sort of underway today. This is probably going to take us. We'll definitely just have one episode, I think, with this lot of seeding, and we are going to basically just you know, rush through getting some stuff set up. So I've got another, I think I've got another seeder down here. Now this field here is the next one. It's field 1. And I'm looking for this guy here. And I thought I had 2 of these guys on this field. Oops. Probably shouldn't have rammed him, should I? Turn this around. So we are going to basically head down to the far end here, and we're going to have some fun with the seeders. So we're going to set up 2 seeders on this field. Now, I kind of want to get let's set up 2 seeders. So I want to pop him here, and I've got to go and find another seeder of this type. Pretty sure I've got one up at the farm here. I'm pretty sure I've got 2 of them around here, and I've got 2 of those guys. I don't know if we've got 2 of the other. Ah, there we do. No, we need 2 of these. And I think we're going to plant, we're going to do a soybean crop. Now, the trick about this is we've got 2 seeders. In theory, you could actually do 2 different crops. Make harvesting pretty tricky because, especially with the seeds of this width, you're not going to be able to do it with one harvester. Well, actually, you would. You could do it with one harvester. It would not pick up from the other, I think. I'm not so sure. What you'd have to do is 2 harvesters with a 9-meter cutting width. And they run the same pattern basically. So I'm going to bring these over here, and I'm going to park them up next to each other whilst I sort out the route. I am going to jump out and get in this one first. I am going to set the soybeans. So what are we going to do here? Well, basically, we are going to set to fertilize and seeding. We are going to go to this for the field edge path, so we're in field 1. And see there it's 28 hectares, we can see the width. Right, working width, this is the tricky bit. The working width needs to be 18 meters. With 2 9 meter pieces of equipment. We are going to start, and we are in the northeast corner, and we're actually going west. This was important because we're going this way, and we need, because this is an odd field, and also this little section here that you can just see down by the road is a bit annoying and tricky. I'm going to do 2 headlands, just to be on the safe side. Which, yeah. So in theory I don't actually need 2 headlands because I'm using 2 of these guys. And they should be able to turn in that turning circle. So let's just do one headland, because we are 18 meters width now, which is essentially 2 headlands of this piece of equipment. So let's try that. So let's generate the route. As you can see, we've started, and it's what's he done? He's started over here. Okay, so what we're going to just do is move the drone here. So, as we've been doing when we've been doing these previously, we need to do a few other extra bits of configuration before we start off. What I want to do is have the one on the outside start first, and the one on the inside start second. So I'm going to put this on the inside, so this is going to be the left tractor. I'm just going to grab this guy here and do the initial piece of the config, and then set this up on the outside. So this guy, it needs to be on seating as well, and it copy course from this guy here. We've copied this course, so we're starting here. So, lane offset. This is where we figure out where he's going to sit. So, the center point is here. This is where this edge of the cedar needs to be. So we have a 9 meter working width. So we need to put this lane offset here at, on the right, it needs to be 4.5 meters. Okay. And then we have to set symmetric lane change. The reason for symmetric lane change is when we come to do the vertical sections, we will basically end up skipping rows. So he's going to go around the outside, and then when he starts doing these rows, he's going to actually skip a row point and then kind of go into the next one, so it doesn't overlap. So he's got all the starting point, we've got all the row information in there. We can literally set him off at first waypoint and hit drive call. We have soybeans selected and we're good to go. So what I'm going to do as well is I'm going to put him, this guy is going to be at maximum working speed. So I'm just going to put him at 20 miles an hour for field speed. That way he should in theory go as fast as possible. And then I'm going to hit drive course. He's going to go off. I'm going to sit with him a second to actually get him these starts. That. See, he is. He goes outside. He's going to go off up there. Now, what we need to do with this guy here is this guy needs the same setup, so we need to go to the same driving settings. And this one we're going 4.5 meters to the left, so he's going to go and sit on the left side of the centre line. Needs to be the other side. So 4.5. He is also going to symmetric lane change. Now, what I'm going to do is set first waypoint. I'm going to kind of want to get him a good distance away, so I don't want them to end up overlapping. So I'm actually going to drop the field speed down on this guy, I think, and I'm going to quickly jump into the other tractor to see how fast he's going. He is going 12 miles an hour, so I need to go something like 10 to make sure that, well, actually 11 will be fine. So one is going a little bit slower, and it should basically mean they don't bump into each other. It's kind of what I'm going for here. I don't really want them to end up bumping into each other. You see, he's quite a way down the track now. We just don't, so we just won't want them to end up hitting each other. So I'm going to just stand here. Soybeans on that side. Soybeans on that side. You can just see he's going away. Now that's effectively done an 18-meter sowing width on one field with two pieces of equipment that we've had around for a while. So we're making best use of the equipment we have on the farm. So essentially making sure that we are using all of the equipment that we have in an efficient manner. We do have somewhere up here, big bud. No, that's the small big bud. Where's the other big bud? There's another big bud around here somewhere. Just go and put this in a shed somewhere. There is a seeding big bud around here. I know there is. There it is. That is a, what do you call it, big bud. So I'm going to grab this guy and we are going to get this guy doing another field. I'm going to get him out of this plot here. And oh, this is annoying. Oh, I got myself stuck. Sorry about that. That was just a tad annoying. We spent 5 minutes trying to get unhooked then. Comedy moments and all that. So let's take this down. Where should we seed? So we're up here actually. I think we're going to bring this in here. Actually, let's do 10. Yeah, let's definitely do 10. This is going to be intriguing because this is a road that's quite busy with traffic. See a car coming up. So this is going to make this a little bit interesting. This is like the biggest tractor on the most small road. And we are going to get stuck any second. This is actually just insane. The biggest tractor, and it's just, I say, it's like the kind of the most narrow road there is. We can't get to the field I want to get to. Can we go through? Probably could, but I don't think we can get up to the side. The part of Cherry Hills we don't often come actually. By the back of the town basically, that's where we're at. Over a bit near the farm, so near the store that we don't actually go to. I'm going to sneak onto the side here. No, there's nothing that can block us. We're going to go on to field 5. partly because it's just less hassle with the traffic. And easy to get to. So here we're on field 5. Let's get this one. This one's going to be fairly straightforward. We do have to do a headland though. So we do have to do a headland on this because far side we won't be able to turn around. So field 5, we're in the northeast corner. We are going west. Generate that route. See, we started there. Right, so turn around. I'm going to change wherever it is. I can never remember where it is. 4-wheel drive. So, okay. Right, seed-wise, we've got canola currently selected. We don't want canola. We want something a little bit more interesting. I think we're going to go for... What is that? Let's go for some millet. We haven't done millet for a while. So we're going to go with millet. I'm going to hit this on first waypoint, hit 5 course. Watch this guy go and do his stuff. Big seed hawk. We will need to fill this guy at some point. He's going to go and do his thing. It's pretty cool. So I'm trying to get as many fields kind of underway on this game day as possible. They're all going to take a bit of time. Let's go and check on these guys actually, because these guys should be currently doing their thing. That is something I actually should turn off. We don't need the ridge markers. We don't want ridge markers on anything that we've just been doing. So let's start. Let's get in this guy here. Turn off the ridge markers. Basically, they should just pass each other. This is basically showing you the kind of the principle that's going on here. With the skip lane, effectively what this tractor did when it cut to the end is it essentially skipped this lane on the left. So effectively these guys should literally just graze each other almost as they go past. There you go. So they actually did hit each other. Funnily enough, they did hit each other. Shouldn't actually happen, but they did. There you have it. That close. I'm going to get out of this one and just see the beauty of this. So that's those guys working. If we just look at the fruit types, I mean, obviously this is a redone field, so we don't have the actual design in here, but you can see they're working through that. This guy is happily doing this. He's on his way. He's actually on his first headland actually. Quite a hardcore task this, because this field is go as fast as he can, but you know, he's literally going uphill some of this. That's the crazy thing with this field. So let's just jump into this guy. I want to check he's doing four-wheel drive as well. Good. And actually, I just want to check they're all doing four-wheel drive. It makes it easier. So, as you can see, this is the bit where they have to turn around at this edge, and this is the problematic section. Is when you hit these the trees and stuff and poles. If they get too far into the end, they end up messing up. So I'm going to grab this guy, jump into him, make sure he is running in full back four, and he goes. Right. So this field up here. This field up here is field 7. It's our small root crop field. It's one that we've basically set up, and let me change to, we've set this up as a little square field. Not very big, but just the right size for doing root crops. So we're going to basically be setting up that one next, but that does need, I think it actually needs fertilizer on it. But we're going to do that. We're going to have to do that first, actually. We might have to do that one because that's currently set. That's only got one level of fertilization. It's only got this level, and it's, I say, it's a root crop field, so it's one that we can't really do without just damaging crops once they've been sown. We do kind of need to do it before it's done. So these all are working. You can see this is a nice dark shade of blue. The fertilizer's down. It's all 3 shades done, and effectively we are sort of ready. So I am going to end this episode really with as we're pretty much coming up to the end of our time, I'm going to pretty much end this episode here. We are going to finish doing the seeding on these fields, and then once we've got those done, we'll hit the other fields as well. We've got field 10, we've got field 3 to do, we have field 7 to do. So we've got quite a few fields that need to be sort of set up, and we'll get those done. So with that, if you enjoyed today's episode, please hit the like button if you want to see more of the series or our Snetterton's Farm series. Please subscribe to the channel. So with that, thank you all for watching. Have a great day, and we'll see you guys next time.